Doo-dum. 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 Doo-doo. 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 Do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da. Oh, I can't do that, honestly. Hello everyone, I'm Penrost776. I don't know if you're actually here or not, but you will be. Actually, I shouldn't tell you that. I shouldn't tell you that I'm Penrost776 because here's the thing: you've never seen me before. This is my debut, obviously. This is my debut stream. I've never been anywhere at all, ever. Got that? Okay. Because here's the thing, right? If you saw any videos from someone who looked just like me in the past year, or even if you saw someone streaming Genshin who looked just like me in the past year, no you didn't. Shush, that was like a aeroplane or a UFO or a funny shaped cloud or something. It wasn't me. Because this is my debut stream. Right? Got that? Debut stream. Good. Glad we're all on the same page. So yeah, hello everybody. I'm still me, and well, here we are. And I should first things first, I should get something ready because did you know? It's my VTuber debut. Hello. And you know what's better than just like having a normal VTuber debut? Having a VTuber debut with a... Come on, be normal. There we go. With a slideshow. Listen, I'll fill you in on the story. There's really not much story to say. I scheduled this for the day I finished building my new computer. I'm an idiot. I am a complete idiot. I should have thought about the fact that I was only giving myself about 4 hours between finishing building my computer and going live with a debut stream. I should have thought about that. Guess what I didn't do? Yeah, exactly that. So, everything you see here has been hacked together in the span of a couple hours. And I think that's glorious because, let's be frank, we're VTubers, right? If it's not jank, it's not VTubing. If it's not jank, it's not VTubing. Write that down. That will be on the test later. And yeah, debut, it's right here. This is it. This is where it's all happening. Cool? Everyone got that? Everyone on board? Alright, let's jump right into it, I guess. Starting off with, funny fact, I didn't even finish this bloody presentation. I'm gonna have to write stuff in myself as we go along. I hope you guys don't mind, because that's what you're freaking getting. Some key facts about me. First things first, I should probably clarify, this stream, not kid-friendly. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't completely sworn all over the place already. The secret, right? I hate kids. That's a lie. I actually think they're great. They're great people. They're lovely people. They're beautiful people. But I spent my whole damn life being kid-friendly, or, well, in many cases, adult-friendly, because apparently co-workers also don't appreciate it when you swear at it. But in any case, this streaming is my place to relax. It is where I go to not have a worry in the world, and basically you guys are all a captive audience for me to say whatever I want. You're trapped here, by the way. But yeah, not kid friendly. If you are a child, get the heck out. Yeah. Name. You guys know my name? Anyone here? Any guesses? Come on, it's not that hard. It is Penrost. I can't friggin' spell. Don't mind me. And then 776, which is, I guess, what passes for a surname round these parts. Weird, that. Oh, hello, Ronlin, the king of games. First mess indeed. Glad to have someone show up. I was expecting a little more, honestly, but I'm sure they'll roll in as the stream continues. And in the meantime, you get exclusive access to the one, the only Penrost 776. There's only one Penrost 776. I don't know what happened to the other 775 of them. Don't ask. Gender. Fun fact about gender. Nope. Don't got one. In fact, if you were to use the technical term, it would be agender. Gender meaning gender, a, the famous Greek prefix meaning don't got one. Very clever people, those Greeks. What about my birthday? My birthday. Very cool day. 14th. November. That's a real month. You may notice something about that birthday. That's in the past. Well, I mean, there's more of them in the future as well. I'm in my debut stream because I've got a new computer. I have my new computer because I got all the parts for it. I got all the parts for it because I had a birthday. Funny how that all works together, don't you think? I think it's funny. I'm laughing right now, internally. Externally, I'm just kind of chilling. Age. Not telling. However, I can tell you a little bit, because I'm not going to give you a number or anything, but I do, in fact, know how to use a fax machine. And that, basically I'm old as balls, by, like, modern people standards, because apparently all kids these days are like 9 or something. I'm older than 9. I can tell you that right now. I'm definitely in the double digits. Not quite triple digits yet. Double digits is where we're at. But I'm older than 9. Yeah, good Also older than 22. Yeah, you can. Good deduction. Solid. We can roll with that. Height. This may surprise some of you. I am categorically a lanky fucker. I am, in fact, 6'3". And if you don't believe that, well, I don't know what to tell you. Why would I lie about this, except for clout on the internet? But I mean, if I, well, I'm not this small in real life, obviously. If I bring my whole self up here, look, I can't even fit. I just keep going. There's more of me. 6'3". That's what it looks like, and you can tell as well because I've got big ass hands. Fun times. Where was it? So yeah, tall as fuck, old as fuck. Skills. I'm sure I have some of these. No, okay, that's a lie. I do definitely have some of these. I am a qualified engineer. This is true. I have a whole ass qualification. I'm very proud of it. Woo! Look at me. I can build bridges and shit, I guess. Actually, my field of expertise is safety. I'm specifically pretty good at industrial blast safety. Basically, stuff like factories, if they're gonna blow up, well, that's bad, obviously, so we don't want that to happen. You don't need to be an engineer to tell people that, but you do need to be an engineer to do all the, like, mathematics and stuff. I have other skills as well, but I've forgotten what they are. So we're just gonna have to work with what we've got here. And lastly, I thought I'd give a little special mystery category here. A mystery category. Yes, a category that is mysterious. A mystery category. This is IQ. And here's what I have to say about this. It does not matter. Okay, tangent time. IQ, and a lot of people treat it as like a measure of intelligence. That's what it stands for, right? Intelligence quotient, but it is a very narrow measure of smartness. IQ is not a measure of just how smart you are generally. IQ is a measure of how good you are at answering the kind of questions on an IQ test. And basically, this means that a lot of people can get very high IQs while being remarkably stupid. I mean, to begin with, right? The idea of an intelligence test, one of the principles that is behind the design of them is that you shouldn't be able to, like, study for it, because, like, studying isn't going to make your brain somehow magically better. It's going to put more information in there, but it's not going to make you smarter. Except, here's the thing, with a couple hours of preparation for an IQ test, maybe some practice tests, you can push your IQ up fairly significantly. Already a point in earlier. Secondly, the kind of questions they use are simple pattern recognition for the most part, but they also rely on some amount for knowledge. Again, kind of dodgy. And then the third thing is, I've met people with really high IQs. In fact, one where I was invited for, like, joining some society or other, and that was a guy who was very, very proud of his IQ, and he had a wife who also had a very high IQ, and did not realize that his wife was completely fed up of him constantly bragging that he had a slightly higher IQ than her. He also had a kid. His insistence was that he was going to homeschool the kid because, in his own words, this child could not learn from a teacher who was more stupid than the kid was. And I was there thinking, well, that's nonsense. I learn a lot from people who are dumber than I am. In fact, I think there's a very dumb person talking to me right now about homeschooling his kid when he doesn't even know, like, half of the subjects that you need to teach a kid. You can't just do that with, like, pure IQ, you know. You've got to have background knowledge. So I didn't join that society, and I have always held that this kind of intelligence testing is completely pointless. That being said, 151. Booyah. Next, let's take a look at some of my charming points. I have those. Yeah, I do have those. Let me find my... Okay, to begin with, can we... Okay, never mind, my background just isn't loading in. Yeah, absolutely, you're synchronizing with me there. We're doing this on a black background, because that's all we've got. Actually, you know what? I can magic up another background. Background 1, here we go. What's this one? It's blue. Boring. Background 2. Sure, no, that's too detailed. 3. 3's our lucky... 4? Anyone for 4? I don't know why I bother, honestly. 5. 5 has to be it. Yeah, okay, 5 works. We can do background 5. Charm points. Let's start from the bottom, because the bottom is... Were you always back there? Okay, Sure, bubble bath. Here we go. Charm point number 1. Boots. Fun fact about the boots. Important they are to just having a nice life in general. Have you ever dropped anything? Do you have I shouldn't ask, do you have toes? That might give people the wrong impression of what kind of streamer I am. But if you have them, presumably you want to keep them, right? And in this world there are many heavy objects. There is also a force known as gravity. And these three things together are a terrifying combination. So what do we do about them? Steel toe caps, proper boots, ignition, good grip means that when it's slippery out, maybe because someone spilled something, maybe icy, you're not going to fall flat on your face and break everything. Boots are essential to... Well, they are. They are nice boots. Yes, I'm glad you agree with me. We're synchronizing. Moving up. Trousers. I'm wearing them. Good to know. Unlike some streamers, I am not naked from the waist down. These are kind of baggy. Fun fact, I have 8 thighs. But you can't see them. You can't see them yet because this is the first stream and I'm not letting you guys get thirsty that quickly. So, now, baggy trousers, because it's really hard to find trousers that aren't baggy that actually fit my excellent thighs. That's a little bit of information. Also, at the back here, you see my swooshel? That's my swooshel right there. It's swooshulating. Basically, this is what they call fashion, apparently. And speaking of fashion, look at this. You see this? This is brocade. Brocade? It's woven into the fabric. I really like this style of manufacturing. A lot of there's prints on fabric which are cool and all, but I really like it when the whatchamacallit, the pattern is like built into the structure of the garment, not just like painted on top. And that's exactly what's going on here. These roots, these veins are really cool, and you may also notice that, like a complete idiot, I designed this so when you're looking at my face, you can't see a damn thing out of them. So, yeah, I am a genius at many things. Well, let's call it a hidden talent, not a hidden talent, hidden treasure, maybe. If you know they're there, then you know that I'm really cool off camera. And this is long, it's got a kind of gradient as well, which also cool, also completely invisible down there. But it's there, I know it's there, and that's what matters. Hands, big hands, great for doing the stuff that people do with hands. I don't know, grabbing things, picking things up. Makes a lot of controllers kind of awkward though, because I've got my big meaty fingers, I've got my long and well, you take something like a Switch Joy-Con, for instance, put it in one of these bad boys, it's really kind of awkward. It doesn't fit quite so well. By the way, proper shirt, long shirt, I good collar and everything. This is like, you gotta dress smart for your first stream, right? You gotta dress smart. Other things to note, I've got my triangle. This is a channel logo. For those of you who know, oh, I can absolutely grill a cheese. Cheese is so damn grillable. Like unparalleled levels of cheese. What am I talking about? Also, how did you guys should be on screen? Why are you not on screen? Get up here. There we go. My triangle. I was saying, triangle stands for Penrost. No, it's the other freaking way around. Penrost stands for triangle. No, there's a way of explaining this. You know the Penrose triangle? That's where Penrost, that's me, gets their name from, and that's also what this is, right here, this thing. You see it? You see it? Woo 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 woo. Now you understand. I have more. I have more where that came from. The scrunch. You gotta love the scrunch. Frankly, I think the scrunch is one of the premier ways of keeping your hair tied back, and it's important to keep your hair tied back so it doesn't get caught in all the machines you're using. Ignore this dangly bit right here. That doesn't matter. Although actually the dangly bit is very cool because look, it lets me have physics enabled. Wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble. And likewise, speaking of hair, I'm very proud of my grey streak here. It's dignified. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Where was I? Oh right, yeah. Last thing, my glasses. These are very strong. If I take them off, which I can do, by the way, I've just done it. Can't see a damn thing. So if you're saying anything about me right now, I can't tell. Well, I'm going to put them back on because blurry as hell. So yeah, those are my very charming points. I'm sure you're all enthralled by me. Let's go back to regular background for the time being. Oh, lore, you say? Oh, you're gonna love what's coming up next. What is coming up next? I've forgotten actually, but you are gonna love it, whatever it is. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Good. See if you can guess where we're going with this. L. Well, I mean, to begin with, saying L to me on my stream is quite rude, actually. But we've got an O as well. Low. Maybe we're beholding? You guys think we're beholden? Are we beholden to anything? Nah, probably not. Because we've got an R as well. At this point, it's probably pretty obvious where we're going. That's right, L-O-R-E, lore. I know a lot of people like VTubers. I know a lot of people like VTubers with... It's not loss. I would not give you loss on my... I should have done that. Frankly, I should have done that, but I wouldn't. I'm too nice. No, this is lore. People love VTuber lore. So what is my lore? Well, M. Ipsum dolo sidamet it. I freaking got you. I didn't write any lore. Frankly, here's the thing. I'm a very ordinary person. well, L'Oreal. Yeah, I've got to keep his hair shiny somehow, right? Like, on the one hand, I do exist. Things have happened to me that are interesting. That's how things work. But there's not really a string of events you could string together and call it like, oh, that's lore. It doesn't really cohere into one like overarching narrative. It's like asking like the waiter at your restaurant has lore. Does your dad have lore? Not really. But so basically, yeah, I have funny anecdotes, but you gotta learn them the hard way, the old-fashioned way. I'm not just gonna put everything about me in one long lore thing. A spell chant. This is actually like the default filler text, by the way. This is used in like typesetting. For instance, whenever you need something to fill, please. What do you ask for? I mean, I appreciate the asking nicely, but we're doing this the hard way, right? You don't get a choice in the matter. But yeah, it's the default filler text for whenever you're typesetting something and don't have anything else to put there. You're just, oh, lorem ipsum. It is absolute classic. No, don't cry. Or do. I'm not your boss. Anyway, lorem. That's my lorem out of the way. I'm glad you all came here to see my VTuber lorem. How about some likes and dislikes? I didn't even fill this in simply because, again, this whole thing was wanked together in the matter of a couple minutes. Really, I'm not stopping for anything, or wasn't stopping for anything. I can stop now. I can stop whenever I want. I'm not stopping now because we're still halfway through. What food do I like? Well, a lot of food, actually. Fun fact about food, it's freaking delicious. And you need it to live, so that's like a 2-in-1 combo right there. But if I had to name like one specific food that just is like the peak, it would have to be pesto. In various forms, because you can have it in all sorts of ways, but it's like, it's basil-y, it's a bit garlicky, it's oily. Pesto and pasta is a classic combination. Pesto and potatoes, pesto with various other vegetables. You can even do pesto with meats. I love the stuff, and it's green, which means it's healthy. You all agree with this, right? Hello, Belladar, the composer. Yeah, if you look down here, and I'm trying to face contortions, but I've actually just broken my. There we go. Now down where I'm kind of like, Belladar, the composer, who work you can probably hear making noises right now. I didn't actually get a chance to properly balance the audio, so if it's too loud or too quiet, you're gonna have to suck that up. Again, I'd not have left everything until the last minute, but I did. If it's not jank, it's not VTubing. See you later, Monty. Sorry you've got to work, but hey, make real money online. That's my motto. On the side, my least favourite food is, well, really the thing I don't like much about food is when it gets between your teeth, especially if it kind of stuck there, and it's a textural thing, basically. And the absolute worst nightmare for that is berries, which I can't spell apparently, with lots of seeds. Don't need that. Yeah, 2 will do. Honestly, just a real absolute pain. Good. I'm glad that at least someone thinks I've done the audio right, because again, I have no idea. Yes, praise Belladar. Praise be unto Belladar, composer of jams. Favorite color? Any guesses? I'm actually like really interestingly boring person because it's grey. It's like what kind of person do you have to be for your favorite color? Frickin' grey. Here's the real secret: me. You've got to be a me sort of person. Not a me sort of person like the kind of person you'd find on your Nintendo Wii. A me sort of person is in literally me. It's a colour. What more can I say? It's like a lot of good things are grey, like concrete and other things. Okay, turquoise. Yeah, no. I know I'm green from like the down direction, but the upwards direction is grey. Yeah, it's dangling in front of my face. Brilliant, isn't it? And my greatest dislike, which, okay, I'm going to be honest, some of you out there, old, some of you, probably share this one recently, because here's the thing: I am, as I said before, an engineer. My field of expertise is safety. There's a certain trend going around in engineering at the moment, inspired by Silicon Valley. Bolt Tower, yes, absolutely true. But we're being slightly more real here. Also, Bolt Tower isn't a problem anymore. Medeus exists. People who don't play Fire Emblem Heroes will have no idea what I'm talking about. Some trend started by Silicon Valley. It is going fast and breaking things. Became very popular amongst a certain class of software developers, engineers, that sort of person, because, well, it turns out it's a great philosophy when you're running a little startup with like 10 people. If your stuff really isn't that important and can be broken whenever, then why not break it? Because like you can just fix it if you need it, right? It's to be experimental and agile when no one is relying on you, and that's the key point, because a lot of these people have their startup mentality and they have expanded it to companies that are serving hundreds, thousands, maybe millions, possibly even in certain cases billions of people. And they don't realize that with said expansion comes an increased responsibility, because if you build a platform that is big enough, people are going to build their livelihoods upon it. And you may kind of see what kind of direction I'm hinting towards here. Yeah, it's that guy. Frankly, I'm not going to talk about him any longer, because I'd literally waste like a whole freaking hour just saying various things that he has done wrong. But I am glad to be ahead of the curve on this one, because I've been greatest disliking this guy for years, and finally the rest of the internet is starting to catch up with me. Makes me feel like an early adopter. Great place to be. What more do I have? Interests. Oh, I am very interesting, but that's not what this is about. This is about what I'm interested in. Games. Fire Emblem. Heroes. And Fire Emblem Thracia 776, and also the entire rest of the Fire Emblem series. Honestly, we can just scrunch this down to Fire Emblem, but in general, right? In general, because ooh, big source code leak. I love that. Yeah, definitely. They should definitely leak all their source code for pub. That would be funny. Yeah, for those of you who didn't find it immediately super obvious, Fire Emblem. The 776 is literally in my name. How much more of a hint can I give, right? But in general, actually, it's not just Fire Emblem. The entire strategy genre is my domain. A strategist. Actually, even not just video games, I love games. Board games are really fun. I'm sure there are people out there who are pressuring you into board games, and maybe you should listen to them, because board games are really fun. Strategy is one, but Windows 9, no one's heard of that. That doesn't exist. Microsoft can't count to 9. They're working in base 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, like that. I was talking about video games. Yeah, I do other sorts of video games as well. Fun fact, I used to be a professional, quote-unquote, Overwatch player. I say quote-unquote because we're doing a lot of technicality, really. No, I think taking into account Windows 9 is fun here, because it doesn't exist. They skipped it. We're going on the technicality of if you got paid for it, you're a professional. I made a grand total of like £5 because someone from the winning team of the tournament showed up late, and they had me fill in for that guy first round, and they were like, hey, you get a little bit of the prize money doing that. That counts as pro. But I also I was a big Shoot Mania fan back in the day. Unreal Tournament before that. Honestly, I still have huge nostalgia for friggin' Facing Worlds. But yeah, and actually I should add one other game as well, because it is, like, even though it's not necessarily a good game, it is the game that I have the longest playtime of any game by far, and that's World of Tanks. Don't ask me about about 5,000 or 6,000 hours I put into World of Tanks. Too much time, basically. Who did I main in Overwatch? Very good question. Lucio! Because he's the coolest fucking guy imaginable, and also because he plays very well into my talents. You see, despite being a big fan of first-person shooter games, what I'm not very good at? Aiming. You know what I am very good at to make up for my lack of aiming? It is movement. So, in other first-person shooters, I just use the movement to get close enough to people that I didn't have to worry about the aiming, you know, like sneak up on them, and then it's point blank, so blam blam blam, you don't gotta worry anymore. But Lucio brings that to the next fucking level, because Lucio is the single best character in Overwatch. But legitimately, Lucio's mobility is so high, and there's a fairly narrow cast of hit scan characters you've got to watch out for, but aside that, Lucio's mobility is high enough that with good movement, he just does not die. And he gets to support your entire team and do damage at the same time, but my real talent was playing the objective and just not dying. Ever. I've literally had games with more than 10 minutes of objective time, where the game only lasts about 10 minutes. So, really good fun. Best character ever invented, honestly, Lucio. I love that guy. I wish I could be Lucio in real life, but I'm not. I'm me. So yeah, I've forgotten what I said, so let's just and others, if I can spell. Music. Here's a funny thing. I'm a big fan of music, just in general. Turns out music is really good. Who funk, right? But as far as genres go, basically any genre I will just listen to. Great. Give you an idea of some things I like. Big into metal, obviously. Big into like the weird prog side of things. Really big jazz fan. At some point we're going to have to listen to some freeform jazz, acquire a taste for it together with me. I think that would be a great time, honestly. Mingus. One of my favourites of all time, Charles Mingus. Really great musician. You guys should listen to him. And then also on top of that, the electronic music side of things, house, Justice, listen, Daft Punk. I freaking love Daft Punk. Fun fact, actually, Daft Punk's Discovery is possibly one of my favorite albums of all time. It is the only album that I know like so well in my heart that I can actually fall asleep to it. This is a compliment, because normally music is like there's so much like that I'm listening to that I'm like picking up something new every time, and it's grabbing like you gotta give your full attention to it, right? Discovery, I have listened to it so many times that I almost don't need to listen to it. I can listen to it in my brain without actually playing the album. And then of course that's just like normal music. Big as well, Fatboy Slim, the entire big beat genre, love that. Some experimental stuff like Sigur Rós, stuff like I could keep going for years, and I haven't even started on the music in other languages because basically I will listen to anything. I've got some limits, like when stuff starts getting really corporate, like K-pop and idol stuff, it has to have really high like pizzazz to keep me interested, because I can taste the corporateness and it makes me feel ooh. But aside from that, and even then there's still some K-pop groups that I really like. You guys heard any Orange Caramel? But basically all music. It's music. Kids love music. Do they? Actually, I don't know what the kids are getting up to. I don't know why the kids are my metaphorical ruler for how good or bad things are. Literature. I should tell you the frick up, by the way, because none of you guys know how to read. Robin, hello! Pleasure to meet you. Literature. I like cyberpunk. And when I'm saying the word cyberpunk, I need to clarify here. This is the important part. You can't forget punk in cyberpunk, otherwise it's just cyber. And nobody wants to be... Well, actually, I say nobody wants to be just cyber. A whole lot of people apparently very much do want to be just cyber, but I'm talking like putting the punk in cyberpunk. And also the cyber. You can't forget the cyber part, otherwise it's just punk, which is still very good. Don't get me wrong, love me some punk. But frankly, to be a punk genre, you got to be punk. A lot of people will say William Gibson Neuromancer is like the definitive cyberpunk. I do really like William Gibson. I prefer some of his later stuff, weirdly enough. I think his absolute best book for me personally, just accounting to my own taste, would be Pattern Recognition, because it's exactly the sort of nerdy ass thing that I personally like. But and then there's one other author who I really appreciate the work of, and that's Terry Pratchett. If you haven't read any Terry Pratchett, do it. This is this is my using my platform to just chill things to you. I feel no shame. I do what I want. Really good author. Really, like, funny, but also has that satirical edge that's just really good, and is also kind of like taking apart the genre, but lovingly. I really like that. Anime. Yeah, I watch anime. I'm just gonna judge myself for that. But hey, it's anime. Do I have any recommendations? Yeah, watch the new Gundam. But honestly, I've watched a whole bunch of stuff going all the way back to like the 1980s. The 1980s has really good stuff. A lot of people kind of get fed up with the modern, like, oh, it's weird and horny. They still did that in the 80s, but in a different way. Possibly a better way, or a worse way, depending on how you feel about things and stuff and nonsense. Yeah, that's what that is. Next slide. What? Goals. Okay, so this is a weird thing to put on here because apparently goals are a very important part of having a VTuber debut. I would know. I've watched like 3 of them, and they all had goals. They all had goals and hopes and dreams and ambitions. Here's the thing: I'm not a very ambitious person. If you say to me, "What do you want to be doing in the future?" I'd like a house. I'd like food, Wi-Fi, entertainment. Oh, Legend of the Galactic Hero. Legendary, galactic, heroic. I should come up with like actual thoughts about it, but honestly, it's just the right sort of like convoluted space drama that also has other space stuff going on, and it's cool. You'll know if you like it or not, but I personally like it. Anyway, I'm not really a very ambitious person. I am content. But that being said, I would really like to make loads of money and have millions of subscribers. So if you guys can hop on that real quick, that would be great. Thank you very much. But no, if there's like a measure of success that I like to think measures the kind of success I'm looking for, I call it the random person in the street test. Basically, if I encounter a random person in the street who is either A, talking about me, or B, like has some of my stuff, like I don't know, a picture of me on their phone. If I'm your desktop wallpaper or something, then weird, actually, that's weird, but go ahead. But basically, yeah, the idea that I could run into something of myself unprompted in the wild, as it were, I think that's what would make me go, oh, I'm being successful right now. I've made it in the world. Also, yeah, let's not forget the very important measures of loads of money. And actually, there is one very specific goal that I'm sure the rest of you would also like to see, because at 776 subscribers, which again I cannot count. No, I can count, I cannot type. Very different things. I'm going to reveal the new outfit that is in the works for, because actually, yeah, let's call that a goal, because clothes. One thing I really like is clothes, as you can probably tell by the whole like, ooh, I'm fancily dressed thing going on here, right? Clothes, lovely. But I can't wear the same clothes every damn day, can I? I'd be stinky. So, obvious solution to this, I've got to de-stink myself by having multiple outfits. Obviously, this costs money, but just do it, Tom Scott. Absolutely. I am currently located in a debut live stream. That's not what Tom Scott sounds like, but that is what Tom Scott says when he is located somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I want to have a whole bunch of outfits, frankly. That's what I want to do. And at 776 subscribers, I will show off a preview of the next one I'm getting. So look forward to that. The other number of subscribers I'd like to hit is 1,000, because at 1,000 subscribers, you may not know this, at 1,000 subscribers you can start making real money online, and I've already said that's my motto. make real money online. So again, put that on the test later. Well, if I didn't know what to put for goals, well, I've solved that apparently, but here's something even like more confusing. Hashtags. What? Apparently, and this is news to me, well, it's not news to me, I did actually know this already, but VTubers have hashtags. And there's like a whole thing about this where, because I've got a bit of a background in marketing, right? This may surprise some people to hear, but I did a bit of managing a YouTube channel for one fairly major company at one point, and I'd say I'm pretty good at YouTube. But Twitter, Twitter, I am an absolute failure at. I could not write a hashtag for the life of me, especially because apparently when you're writing VTuber hashtags, you are supposed to make a joke, a pun, a play on words. What? Listen, I've mentioned this before, I'm also an engineer. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, true. Twitter will die horribly in about 20 minutes from now. But I'm an engineer. If like I wanted to make an art hashtag, for instance, because everyone needs art hashtags, right? I would name it this Penrost art because it's descriptive. It tells you what it is. Apparently that's not funny enough for VTubing, so frankly, yeah, dunno where we're going with that. If any of you have any ideas for an art hashtag, a stream hashtag, tell me, because frankly I am just completely hopeless when it comes to this. I'm gonna leave this up for like a couple of days. I'm gonna ask around. I'm gonna be like, ooh, is there any really good ideas? And then I'll pick the best one, or I might just go incredibly flat and boring hashtags because I'm incorrigible. No one can stop me, not even myself. Well, anyway, yeah, if you want to do those things. Also, one thing I should probably add to this, and I feel really like I feel like I should have like Lush toggle or something, because I'm not a horny person, but people on the internet are horny. So if other people want to be horny in my general direction, well, okay, first things first, I do a little bit of separation of church and state here. Not actually church and state, because we don't have either of those in my house, but little bit of breaking kayfabe here. I'm being me. I'm also playing a character which is me because I can't act. Being horny directed at me, not okay. Being horny directed at the character, acceptable, right? But this isn't for you, because I know you guys aren't nearly as horny as you could possibly be. But for anyone watching this in future who's thinking, ooh, that Penrost is real fucking hot, yeah, just be you can separate them, and it's okay. But if you don't separate them, I'll get mad. Anyway, that's that. This is this, because I'm moving on quickly. Because I've got to thank some people. Why do I got to thank people? Because they made me stuff, and I did pay them for this. But that's no reason not to thank them as well. You've got to credit your artists. Credit where credit is due. And so first, shout outs to Lily. I fucked that up. Shout outs to Lily Lyrical. Yeah? Okay. Lily Lyrical made my VTuber model, made my reference sheet. Like, when I say made, like, fully did the art and the rigging. Like, the whole fact that I can move like this and I'm so fluid and I shouldn't move too much, actually, because if I fall out of the range of my camera, it gets mad at me. But incredibly talented, really fast, great prices, and here's the other thing. This model is actually old as balls. Not quite as old as my balls. No, that's not what I meant to say. Not quite as old as balls as I am. It's not like fax machine old. You didn't hear that first half of what I said. But basically, this model was made over a year ago at this point. Lily has been constantly improving since then. So anyone who's thinking of getting a Lily Lyrical model in the future, it'll be even cooler than this one. And that's a fact. So yeah, that's a good thing to keep in mind. A lot of people go with the whole like VTuber mama and papa thing. Lily is, I think, equally gendered to me, or at least somewhere in the near area, so it feels a bit weird to do that, but I guess if you put both on there, maybe it cancels out. Next person. Well, they're already here, so just say thank you to them in person, but Belladar, you can find on Bandcamp. They do jams. They do the jams. You hear the jam in the background. Okay, everyone, shut up. We're going to listen to the music. Okay, music appreciation stream over. Thank you, Belladar, for the jams. Really appreciated. If you want jams, yeah, they're good jams. They're good freaking jams. And also, this isn't the only jam that Belladar made. If you were here when the stream started, you might have heard another jam. Yeah, it's a peak jam. My lo-fi, and especially. The thing I should point out is that I did give Belladar an impossible request. I did go up to them with like asking for something incredibly stupid, and also by the way, here's a list of things I like, and I was kind of expecting to get a response like, well, we can maybe work some of this in a little bit, but it's going to have to be a bit different from what you asked for. No, what Belladar actually did was go, yeah, I can give you all of that, and then they did. So, great fucking job, frankly. Great fucking job. Shout-outs to shout-outs. And then on the... Yeah, that does not sound plausible. It was not plausible, but you plausible it anyway. So, good job. And then, thirdly, thanks to a bunch of other artists who made things for me. Hisse1. If you look in a direction, I have an icon somewhere, I think. This might be even my YouTube icon. Yes, it is. That's who made it. Apricot Hannah, that's my Twitter icon. Oddbodies, that's my funny guy. That's the funny guy that I put in like some of my thumbnails and like just pops up occasionally because look at them, they're great. Yes is such a thing that I would say. I would say the word yes very often. It is a word that I say, and that's very characteristic of me. And Solaria, again, intro. I don't know how many people were here for my cool welding intro. Honestly, like once the stream's done, go back to the start of the VOD and watch me weld. Actually, you don't have to go back to the start of the VOD. Here's my welding. You see this? Let me actually. The music's cool, but I'm loud as hell. No, I'm not loud as hell. That's a problem. The music. This is my funny welding starting starting soon screen. I hacked it together in 15 minutes, but they made the art for it, and oh, I love it. By the way, don't talk about my welding technique. I know I'm not wearing gloves. I know I don't have my face covered. I am virtual. I am immune to sunburn, which, by the way, is a very real thing you can get from welding. Welding is bright as hell, but I'm virtual, so it is not a problem for me. I've still got to wear the goggles because you can't pass up a good pair of goggles. But anyway, it's cool as fuck. And Solaria did the art for it. If I had more time, I'd make the sparks even fancier. So next time I stream, the spark effects, which I did myself in After Effects, those are probably going to be even fancier. But for the time being, this is what it looks like, and oh, I freaking love it. I can't stay on here too long because people will think I'm starting soon when actually I started like an hour ago. But yeah, it's quite a light just in general. Like the whole reason you've got to wear the goggles is because it's brighter than the sun, right? You if you look directly into it, you will feel like you've got eyes full of sand, and then you'll die horribly. Well, you won't, but you won't be able to see things for a while. Where were we? We were here. Yeah, so anyway, that art was done by Solaria. Great job. Great freaking job. I love welding. Have I mentioned this? I love welding. I am the world's #1 welding advocate. If you want like a hobby or a job or just do welding. Welding courses are really quick. I'm not being sponsored to say this or anything. I just think it's really cool. You get stick bits of metal together with the power of an electric arc. Is that not the coolest thing on the fucking planet? Do I have more slides? Oh. Yeah, that person does sound like a spiffy fellow, don't they? I do have more slides. I'm going to show you guys a top secret image. This was supposed to be a reward for getting a whole bunch of interactions on my Twitter post. I did not get a whole bunch of interactions on my Twitter post because, as I've said before, I freaking suck at Twitter. However, I am magnanimous. So I'm going to let you see it for 5 whole seconds. Anyway, for reference, this is right here. This is the initial sketch I gave to Lily so that they could put my model together. It's incredible how big of a difference. And your 5 seconds are up. How different it is from me. Again, like I gave Beladar an impossible task with. Yeah, what are those? I think some people might ask. I'm not an artist. Everyone else I've mentioned here is an artist. I personally have no idea what an art even is. But anyway, yeah, so Beladar is not the only person I gave a ridiculous task to. Lily also managed to take my very shoddy drawing and some real magic with it. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed what this slide says, but Q&A time. I'm gonna drink some Pepsi real quick because, you know, talking for a whole hour makes your throat a bit dry. But if any of you have any questions, now is the time to ask questions. Pepsi time. Pilk. Ooh, Pilk is an interesting one. It's like decent, honestly. I'm gonna I'll let you in a secret. I have tried Pilk. It's like solid. It's like sweet milk, vaguely cola flavored. It's good stuff. Don't you nasty me. I mean, I guess it depends mainly on how much you like milk to begin with, because if you're a fan of like your chocolate milks, your strawberry milks, your banana milks, Pilk is kind of like a step below those, but it is still legally, yes, a hot dog is a sandwich. Yeah, I actually, I know I've been going on ridiculous tangents all day, but I have a different model of sandwiches from most people. Oat pilk. I mean, there's no reason it shouldn't work. But I have a different model of sandwiches from most people, because most people try and establish a rule, a singular rule, that determines in its entirety whether something is a sandwich or is not a sandwich. I like to think of it in a bit of a broader sense, where there are several various sandwich properties, and things that are sandwiches can have some selection of those sandwich properties, but they don't necessarily need to have all of them, and there are no sandwich properties that are necessarily shared by all sandwiches. Like, for instance, an open sandwich has the word sandwich in the name. It's a sandwich, but it doesn't have sandwich structure. It makes up for that by being very close to a sandwich in terms of sandwich ingredients. On the complete flip side, several things that have very strong sandwich structure can get away with having nothing in the way of sandwich ingredients. And then when you start straying away in terms of both structure and ingredients, some things can get away with a sort of sandwich structure and a sort of sandwich ingredients, like your aforementioned hot dog. But if things are kind of weak in terms of both structure and ingredients, then it's not a sandwich. Even though things that have, like, not the structure, like the open sandwich, they can be sandwiches, and things that have not the ingredients can be sandwiches, like, I don't know, a silicon wafer, that can be a sandwich, even though it's not even edible. But something that's inedible and has no sandwich structure is not a sandwich, even though something that's inedible can be a sandwich, and something that has no sandwich structure can be a sandwich. If you put both of them together, it's no longer a sandwich. This is semantic closeness model of sandwiches. I'm glad you all came to my essay. Ice Dream sandwich. You mean like the YouTuber? Yeah. Stick in between two slices of ice, and I bet he'd make a great sandwich, honestly. Anyway, I wasn't lying about the Pepsi. Pepsi time. Where's my Pepsi sponsorship, honestly? No, seriously, where is it? Where? If anyone... Robin, you know the answer to this question already. Most memorable experience from a collab. That, my friends, would be certain collabs with another Fire Emblem Heroes content creator by the name of Fedison, who, basically, I said before that I experienced bad planning by deciding to do this very important stream literally hours after I knew that I would have finished building my new computer, right? I should have left it a little longer, but I didn't because, again, incorrigible. On the other hand, the VTUBER, commonly known as Fedison, showed up for the collab stream, literally, like, preparing like 5 minutes before the thing was due to start, still changing things as the stream was going live. I'm legitimately impressed that we managed to get any stream out of that experience at all, frankly. The whole thing was tied together with paper and string, and it was great. Like, it was an absolute panic from start to finish, but it was great, and I think it's part of what makes Freddy so... Oh, hello! Who are you? Song Wang. Nice to meet you. I am cute. Thank you. Look at my cuteness, ye mighty, and despair. So yeah, glad to get that out of the way. By the way, I don't have any more slides. That's it. I ran out of slides. You wanna go on to the next thing? Because we have another thing. For when I ran out of slides, I did in fact have something special prepared, namely revenge. It is right now. How's it going? I'm asking myself that. It's gone great. Think I've just wrapped up the debut part of it. We're going into Genshin Impact now, fellas. I don't know if you like Genshin Impact, but tough. I'm driving. I get to pick the game. We're going to Genshin Impact because last time I well, actually, first things first. Let's. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Undo. Last time I did a stream that I actually didn't do because, again, this is my debut stream. This is the first time any of you who've ever seen me. I played Genshin Impact on my poor little laptop with its tiny little 6200U i5 and its 950M, which nobody saw that. Yeah, see you next time, Robin. The 950M, for reference, is like half the effectiveness of the actual real 950. So that was full-on slideshow mode. I've got significantly more firepower in this bad boy, though. We've got the graphics cranked up to maximum. We've got the graphics cranked up to maximum. We've got a frame rate that might actually be real. Look! I'm smooth! Activities! Don't you just frickin' love it? Yeah, honestly, this is... I can't believe this is happening. Well, I mean, I can, because I spent bloody $2,000 on it. For $2,000, this had better be happening, but it's still ridiculous to me that the game that previously struggled to exist in any capacity, even when I wasn't streaming, and when I was streaming felt like it was going to explode my entire everything. Actually, I don't know how loud my volume is. I might need to turn it down a bit. But look, it's just doing. There is no frame drops or anything. It just works. Yeah, let's put it down a little more. There we go. So this is magic, and so for the rest of the stream, I am gonna be catching up on this, I guess, because, well, here's the other thing. In preparation for... Oh, lizard! I'm easily distracted. In preparation for this specifically, What are you guys doing here? Ignore me, please. I left certain events, many events, a whole bunch of events, completely undone, including this one, which I've got 11 hours left on. So, I'd better fin motor. Where's the quest? Where is the quest? Let's find the quest. It's all the way over there. That's like 4 kilometers away. Kilometers, by the way. If you've called them kilometers before in the past, I'd like you to know that that's wrong. You may say, why is that wrong? Well, they're kilometers for the same reason that they're millimeters, for the same reason that they're centimeters. It's not kilometers because it's not millimeters, because it's centimeters. Fun fact. Yeah, a little something to consider. A lot of people say... I've forgotten which one's correct already.
There's a new bulletin board here, and it has pictures of fungi on it.
Anyway, the last Genshin stream I did was all about asbestos. This one is gonna be fungal themed, I suppose. Commanding fungi in combat. Okay. Training fungi to fight each other. That's...
Fungi are monsters! We can't let this go ahead. It's way too dangerous.
It's not too dangerous. I think it's very funny,
Check out the
actually.
tournament. If it's as dangerous as it sounds, at least we'll be there to stop things from getting too out of control.
No, we won't. I'm taking part. I'm gonna fight fungus with other fungus. This is what fungi were designed for. Fungi wars. What? Why is it so far away? Why would you put a bulletin board here if you've got to walk over half of the bloody countryside to get to the damn place? Yeah? Yeah? Anyone else feeling me on this one? Because I think that's just ridiculous, frankly. I have little legs. That's a lie. I have huge damn legs. But my characters in this video game, they have little legs. Look how quickly they run out of stamina. Right? I was expecting it to be a bit faster than this, honestly. This demonstration is... There we go. We ran out of stamina. What's angry at me? Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's revealed, but here we go.
One with the forest.
There we go. Actually, I mean, I don't know why I'm complaining about this. This is a game that has invented the teleporter. Fun fact about the teleporter, it can teleport you. It's exactly what we're doing. But it's all Toad from Mario. Yes, yes, Toad. Yeah, there are a lot of Toads. Honestly, we could probably put together enough Toads to fill out like a Fortnite lobby or something. Don't you flicker at me, tree? Don't think I don't see you doing that. Here, huh? What a weird place to hold a fungi fighting tournament. Well, I must say, as far as guys go,
Keep up.
I can't do it. I can't make the fungi joke.
Welcome, contestants, to the Niludpala Cup Beast Tamers Tournament.
Beasts?
I am
A fungi counted
a
as
senior
beasts?
Immorta researcher and the organizer of today's tournament.
Like, fungi experts in the chat, would you call a fungus a beast?
I'm sure you're probably
I wouldn't.
very intrigued by
I'd
the
call it
idea of fighting
fungus.
fungi and
I
excited
think
at the
beasts
prospect
are
of
more
our
like
amazing
Animalia
prizes.
sort of
But at the
things.
same time, you may well have some concerns about the safety of this tournament.
Oh, he's addressing our
Worry
concerns.
not, the wisdom orb we've developed exclusively for this event makes use of Immorta's most advanced intellectual boost technology. It is absolutely reliable.
A wisdom
and safe.
orb.
So
It's an
please
orb?
cast your reservations aside
Wait,
and
is
enter
this like the
tournament with
fungus equivalent of a
confidence.
Pokeball? Because I can get behind that. Get in the orb, my friend. Get in the...
Also, it gives me great
frickin'
pleasure
orb.
to announce that this event is sponsored by Mr. Elhingen, a renowned business.
What's up with his hair?
Who has
Why is it so
generously provided a
green?
grand total of 60 million mora
That's a lot of money.
for our prize fund. And if
I'd like to make
anyone is
real
able
money
to prove
online.
themselves capable of carrying out Mr. Elhingen's philosophy by passing the
Ultimate trial.
he will be willing to give them his entire fortune. The only other
On-
condition is that the winner must agree to carry on Mr. Elhingen's legacy by hosting
Okay.
the Niludpala Cup Beast Tamers tournament in the
Again,
future.
those are clearly fungi. Are you even allowed to use other types of beast?
Million more at this event.
Because,
Just like that.
like, on the flip side of fungi being or not being beasts,
You promised to keep his
I'd also like to consider, could I just show up with a different sort of beast? Is that legal? Because it is in the name.
also hosted by
Right?
an academia
We-
scholar, huh? Pretty official. Might be a little
Give me that orb
inappropriate if
already,
he just
honestly.
barged in and tried to shut it down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, let's take part
why don't
and
we enter the
make
tournament
60
and
million
see if
mora,
this
because
wisdom
we are
orb
the
thing
best
actually
person on the
works?
planet. Werewolf versus Mushroom. Yeah, that's the new sequel to
That's not it.
Werewolf versus Alien.
Just, now
Alien
that
versus
Anakin's
Mushroom.
hero has finally settled down,
Mushroom versus Predator.
Don't you think it'd be a little unfair to Nahida if we keep picking trouble with the academia? And he sounded really confident. Paimon's curious about how this mysterious fungi taming device works.
Well, it's an orb. I think we all know how to use an orb, don't we? fellas. Right? We're all orb experts here. We're orbulating.
Although they've caused this trouble in the past, the fungi aren't just aggressive monsters, right? They're more like wild animals with bad
Except they're not animals, because they're
Since
fungi.
there's no longer any safety concerns, we don't need to
Well, I mean, they said there are no
worry.
longer any
We can try
safety
becoming
concerns.
friends with the fungi.
They did say that.
would be
That
fun.
doesn't mean we necessarily should take them directly at their word from, like, the first moment. A lot of people will tell you things are perfectly safe because they don't give a shit. And anyway, even if it is dangerous, we're the most powerful people on the planet, so there's nothing they can do to stop us. And I want that orb, and I want that money. Oh, good name, Hardy Two Blades.
Huh? Looks like the people ahead of us are still signing up. Let's wait our turn.
Do we gotta wait in a queue?
Golden Comet and Silver Companion. So, you're competing too?
Oh, it's this. Who are you? Why do you know my name?
You know us? But what's with those names?
Yeah, actually, that's not our name.
You're a tough duo if the posters are to be believed. Some mercenaries who managed to escape from you painted your portraits, warning others to avoid
Oh yeah,
messing
beating
with
up
them at all
mercenaries. We do that
costs.
all the time. Understandable that they'd go, yeah, don't
Doesn't know
mess
whether
with
to
this
be
guy.
worried or to try and explain that we aren't as scary
No, we're
as
very
the
scary.
rumors suggest.
Don't listen to Paimon. We're super scary.
Unfortunately, the rules of this tournament state that beast tamers aren't allowed to use their weapons, or even fight each other directly. Your impeccable combat skills won't be any use to you here. The tournament
Okay,
is about
so
capturing fungi,
it is
training
just
them, and commanding
Pokemon,
them in combat. There's
right?
no way of knowing
We've got an
whether
orb.
commanding
We've got a
fungi is
fungus.
skill you'll
We
be able to
can't
master
fist
in
fight
time.
people.
That's true. We've never captured a fungus before and wouldn't know anything about how to get them to fight.
You point them at the other fungus and say, "Fungus, use Fungabolt."
Wait a second. You don't look like a staff member. What are you lecturing us for? Who are you anyway?
Name's Ania. I used to work for the Eremites, taming grumpy sumpter beasts.
Ah,
Ended up
grumpy
with a
sumpter
reputation
beasts.
For being a beast tamer, so they got me
That's
involved
good.
with testing the wisdom orb early on.
Noise.
Anyway,
Mouth
my name ain't worth
feel.
remembering. I'm just an illiterate nobody. All I'm good for is doing odd jobs for Eremite mercs. Just think of me as another contestant. I do have a lot of experience taming beasts, though. Want me to teach you? You guys are
Again,
worth getting to know, as
I'm still
allies
kind of iffy
and
on the whole
friends. 'Cause
fungus
either way,
part.
you can get rid of some
Yeah,
obstacles
it's
for me in this
Pokemushroom.
competition. Of course, I prefer allies. if
Pokemushroom.
possible.
Well, that was
That's the next set of games, you know. Pokemon Mushroom and Violet.
It's definitely better to have an expert.
Game
who
Freak
can
should
just
hire me.
figure everything out on her own, right? What do you think? Should we take her up on her offer?
All right,
Yeah,
then.
she's an
Take this
expert.
wisdom
Wait,
orb
do I
and
not
let's
even
replace some
get
fungi at the designated
like
area.
you asked me what do you think, but then we didn't listen for what I thought. We just did it.
It's right to the point, doesn't she?
Anyway, let's see what our starter fungus looks like. Do we get 3 options? I think I'm going with a
This is where
water
you'll
type
capture your
fungus.
fungi. The fungi in this area
Yeah,
are
look,
highly
see that?
compatible
Water
with the
type
wisdom orb,
fungus.
and they're ideal for training and competing with.
That can't be a starter, that's electric type.
The wisdom orb can capture and store fungi. It also serves as a controller. I recommend
Okay.
giving each fungus a code name to make commanding them easier. For example, this one next to me is Pyro 1, which means Pyrofungus number 1.
Yeah, I could have guessed that.
We just go off their elements and then number them? Seems kind of boring to Paimon. This fungus looks pretty lively. Why don't we call it Bouncy Happy Shroom?
I've got my
Thanks,
own
but, no
suggestions.
thanks. I've got
Personally,
my own
I
way
like
of
to go
naming
with
them. I'm
the
gonna stick with it.
method
It's
that I also use
simple,
for real animals
straightforward.
and
It helps me
Pokemon as
with
well, which is
management.
just giving them ordinary human
We're
names.
used to calling it Pyro 1 anyway. All right, we'll stop.
Like Greg.
But wait until you hear the great names we come up with for
Yeah,
our
it is
fungi.
just
You might
top to
wanna
toe, that is a
consider that.
Pokemon. Alright, give us the orb. We've got the orb. Let's equip the orb. orb. Fungi catching zone. Up ahead. If you're detected, they'll run away. Also, it's kind of a Legends Arceus style of capturing. I kind of zoned out while reading that, but based on... I don't get to name it Greg? Oh, we captured both of them. Okay. You know, I thought this would be slightly more difficult than it is. We just kind of zap them with... yeah, where do you think you're going, bucko? Captured. Where's Greg? Stormlord it is, then. But he'll be Greg in our hearts, alright? Sounds about right. Look, I love how lacking in confidence this quest exception dialogue is. Sounds about right. Excuse me! That's not even a choice! Bongo head? Bongo head? Or bongo head? Okay, yeah, that... Sure, sounds about right.
Paimon's a fungi naming expert. Every one of these will sound really cool when you call them out in the arena. The round hat on this little guy's head kind of looks like a drum, don't you think?
I don't
The
think...
first thing that came to Paimon's mind when she saw it was, if you hit it on the head, it's definitely gonna go bing bong.
No, it's not.
Bongo head sound.
It makes like squishy noises. It's a fungus. Yeah. Me agrees with me.
That means it likes the name. Okay then, bongo head it is. Aw, bongo head's just like a little puppy. Paimon's never seen this side of a fungus before.
What, the front side?
From now on, we need to look out for each other, bongo head. Okay, let's go catch some more fungi and make a team for bongo head.
How many fungi do we need? We've already got an electric fungus. And bongo head. Who... Oh, it's a sign warning that there are dangerous fungi in the area. Understandable. Yeah, true. We need to like max out and then put some in the box as well for good measure. And then spend a couple more hours shiny hunting because I mean, why would you stop regular fungi when you can have... I don't actually know if there are shiny fungi. There probably aren't. But imagine. What? I can't believe you'd say this about our great buddy and bestest companion, Paimon, who just named my starter Pokefungus Bongo Head. Okay, now these are the real juicy. Are they juicy? Well, I mean, fungi can be juicy. One's ice type and one is ground type, or earth type, or rock type, or... Did I miss? Alright. Hard Hat. Yeah, that's a good name, because, you know my advice to anyone at all, ever, in any sort of situation? Always wear a helmet. Always. You never know when falling objects might occur. Hard Hat. And These names suck. Bongo head, opium addicts. Yeah, yeah, I can see it. Just for the sake of cool shroom. Yeah, we shouldn't give our mushrooms drugs. They're already mushrooms. They don't need more.
We've now collected all 4 fungi.
All 4
The next
fungi.
step is to use the floral jelly provided by the organizers to boost your fungi's abilities.
All
That way you'll
4.
be able to unleash powerful skills during combat.
Powerful skills, you
I
say?
can't believe we're making progress so quickly. It's all thanks to your help, Hania. All right, let's all return to the arena now.
Yeah. Step 1.
Look, someone's staggering along with a fungus running circles around her. Is she being attacked?
Is that an attack? It's just kind of wobbling around her, honestly.
She's collapsed. Let's go see what's happening.
I guess it is if it did that.
I can't go on. Too weak.
Oh wow. She can't go on. She's too weak. You can really hear that in her voice, by the way. She is. Yeah, we're doing fungus VGC right now.
Are you hurt? How bad is it?
Watch out for that fungus.
Pyro 1, take it out!
Wait, it's not an enemy. It's my shroom buddy. I'm just a little too tired to walk right now, but I still need to find 3 more shroom
It really
buddies to
is
qualify for the
VGC, huh?
tournament.
Yeah. If 4 is the number,
You
then the
mean
number is
you're
4.
contesting too? I wasn't counting on running into other contestants here. Maybe this is the end of the
You named it
road for
Twirly
me.
Whirly?
Twirly Whirly
Well, I
on its
mean,
own is no match for you.
Looking at our bongo head, I guess I can't really criticize, but
After Twirly Whirly for me, take him with you to the top.
she looks like she's about to burst into tears at any second. Brilliant.
Hey, don't give up. It's not like we're a bunch of eremites trying to steal your fungi. Your
Yeah, we don't need your
buddies.
fungi. We've already got 4
better than
fungi. We've already got a full party of 4 because 4 is the number of the fungi.
You should at least hang in there until we're in the arena, so we can compete
Yeah,
against each other.
that's a
properly.
chest back there. You can't hide that from me.
Hania over
We
here is a
we're getting
professional
that.
beast tamer, and despite knowing that we might be her fiercest competitors,
She did
still gave
give
lots
us
of
help and
advice.
advice. And a better way of naming our fungus than the ones that we
Is that
actually
supposed to be
went
a
for.
compliment?
Yeah.
Name and mission: Golden Comet and Silver Companion shall gladly come to your aid.
We're using those nicknames now as well?
Then, could you
Okay.
please help me collect the rest of the 4 shroom buddies I need?
So, part 3 of our mission, it turns out, is to collect even more fungi. This is fine.
My name is Layla. I'm just a student in the Ratawa Darshan, so I don't have any impressive titles or anything. And my goal is to make it into the quarterfinals.
A lofty aim. Good luck with that.
If I can make it to the quarterfinals, I'll get to take my shroom buddies home and delegate some of my physical labor to them.
Now that's
But
thinking
of
like a
course, I'll
student.
take good care of them too.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Paimon read that in the rules somewhere. All quarterfinalists get to take home any fungi of their choice. But what do you mean physical labor? You're a student. Shouldn't you be busy with coursework and writing papers?
Yeah, but students also have
This is pretty embarrassing,
other
but
things.
so I must have some sort of congenital sleep disorder or something.
Yeah,
Because I
this is
cannot
that's
seem
just
to get
again,
enough
this is
sleep.
just normal
And
student
I'm
behavior.
always
You-
really low on energy.
I've met students. I've been a student. This is just the truth. Kill. Yes. No, it's a rule that only the fungi are allowed to fight the fungi. The humans can't fight the humans. We can't get into fist
You
fights
saw me
yet.
just now. I get so tired. I collapse from
Yeah,
exhaustion.
fungi are very smart.
Someone said
essays. You know, have you ever talked to a fungi? Me neither, but I'm sure they've got all sorts of things going on in that mycelium of theirs.
You don't need to be embarrassed about that. It's totally normal. Paimon delegates chores to him all the time.
True.
First she calls them buddies, then she talks about wanting to live with them. Ridiculous. She sounds just like a pumpkin.
Hey, we can hear you.
Well, looks like you've mastered everything already and moved on to helping others. I'm delighted for you.
Was that sarcasm?
I'll see you around. Good luck.
Was that sarcasm?
Why is Ania leaving all of a sudden? We haven't thanked you or Pyro won yet, Ania. Let's at least go get something to eat together. What's wrong? That beast tamer. Is she angry?
You noticed?
Probably not. She's pretty blunt and doesn't make a great first impression, but she's definitely not a bad person. Otherwise, why would she have helped us?
You noticed, but apparently we didn't notice.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll see her again, and when we do, let's give her some gifts to show her our gratitude.
what kind of gifts you get for a person who already has fungus?
Doing our best in the tournament, helping other contestants, and making sure Layla gets to compete.
Again, why are we helping the people that we're competing against?
I'll try my best.
Isn't that like counteractive to winning? Unless I guess we're already so confident in our victory that we're just trying to make things a little more challenging for ourselves. Okay, that's the story I'm going with.
Nicely done. Now that
We don't even get to catch them?
she should be eligible to take part.
Okay, fine. We're just gonna cutscene skip through all of that. Why not? Anyway, where the free is that chest? I see it. Oh, true, we are also just a great person, categorically. You see me right here, nicest person on the frickin' planet, and incredibly humble, too, by the way. Keep that in mind. Yeah, you can't hide chests from me. I will have treasure. I will have loot. I will have booty. And look who it is. Fungus. I think it's time to do a little bit of cleaning up. You know, just so we can access this treasure chest. Okay. Get back here, you flying bastard. There we go. And you. Ooh, spores. I'm gonna put those in my pocket. I'm sure nothing bad will happen as a result of this. So, yeah, we've got our fungus team. Our friend has their fungus team. And honestly, I think now we've done a little bit of Genshin, I'm actually getting really hungry. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you everyone for coming to my debut. I really just wanted to play this just because I can. It's revenge on the last Genshin for being a slideshow. But now we've done that. You know what, let's finish it off by going somewhere with a really cool view. Look at this. This is a geologist's heaven right here. Geologist in chat, can you confirm? I mean, look, you can see the strata. Kids love strata. And you can see the big ass hole in the ground as well. Kids love those too. They love falling down from the abandoned... That's another chest. Fine. Have it your way. One more chest. And then I will wrap up the video game.
Think you can get away?
Yeah, I thought you'd think it was pretty sick. I mean, look at it. Beautiful. Ignore the destruction going on over there. Oh, a chest is open. Careful not to cook by accident. Any more things that aren't cooking for me to pick up? Yes, there are.
What a find! I wonder how many bottles this will be.
So yeah, thank you everyone for showing up. I had a wonderful time, hoping to maybe edit down what I've put together today into something a little more short and funny, because I mean I was funny, but I was long and funny, and you know, long is good in some places, but in other places people prefer short. I'm being incredibly vague there on purpose, but don't take it the wrong way. Great to meet you all. I'm hungry. See ya.